live pictures from Kantipur TV, pictures of injured people being pulled out from that massive pile of rubble. Earlier I was speaking to one of the journalists who told me that in the hospital areas there were a lot of people who were coming in with broken limbs and who were clearly, that the number of injuries and casualties the journalist feared would rise. He said there were a lot of people who've been killed by the earthquake, but no independent confirmations of that. People there have now we have we're getting a few more reports at this time, and when I get some latest agency reports, I'll read them out for you. You are watching live coverage here on Times Now. There have been strong aftershocks which have been felt across North India. If I get pictures of across towns, but I'm not getting information as of now of any major physical damage to any parts of buildings or towns or any building collapses in parts of India, especially Uttar Pradesh, which are bordering Nepal. We haven't got any such reports yet. So there isn't anything in terms of verifying the physical impact of this earthquake in India. But I'd like to also tell our viewers the reports come in slowly. Now, I have a latest report with me now that India has decided to send a number of relief teams to Nepal. There is a report of a 15-year-old girl who died after the house wall fell down. That came at 13 minutes past 1. The Prime Minister has now called a high-level meeting with ministers and top officials at 3 p.m. Following the earthquake. All the Kathmandu flights have been diverted to India, so no flights going to Kathmandu today. Mobile services hit across Nepal, and the Prime Minister has also spoken, as per my information, to the Member of Parliament from Sitamarhi, which is bordering Nepal. And in particular, the Prime Minister's office is keeping track of the situation in districts of Uttar Pradesh and Bihar that are bordering Nepal. The centre has placed its disaster response agencies like the NDRF on full alert after the news of the earthquake of the Tremors came in. This information was also confirmed through a Ministry of Home Affairs tweet. There is no immediate word on the casualties, but like to once again, as we are getting these pictures here of the impact in Nepal, 7.9 is huge, and I'll get a geologist next on the line just to give our viewers a perspective of how big this earthquake particularly is. 7.9, not far from a crowded area, east of Pokhara and right halfway between Pokhara and Kathmandu. Ladies and gentlemen, for those following our coverage this afternoon, a quick word. Right between Pokhara and Kathmandu means there is potentially massive impact in Kathmandu. There could also be massive impact in Pokhara. We don't have the pictures or the impact from Pokhara, and we don't have a phone line yet with Pokhara where I can confirm the nature of the damage in the town of Pokhara. But one second. I'd like to get one of our editors on the news desk live with us so that you can get quick updates on the situation. Then, Niranjan, are you getting anything more in terms of details of what we are hearing? I'd like to cut across to Kantipur TV live just to see what kind of update we are getting from there.
त्यो ठाउँमा पनि भूकम्पले क्षतिपुरा आएको छ, भित्रको पर्खाल भत्किएको छ, यहाँका प्रहरीहरू भइरहेका छन्। हामी राति भइदिएको भए सायद त्यही भत्किएर हाम्रो पनि ज्यानमा जोखिम हुन सक्थ्यो भनिरहेका छन् र त्यो भित्र पनि गएर मैले केही बेला
Niranjan, I'll come back to you. That news report in Nepalese for our viewers, and I get the pictures from Kantipur TV, we'll put it on. Quickly before Niranjan, I come to you once again. This is a very, very strong magnitude, massive earthquake, 7.9. It has shaken the entire Kathmandu valley. It happened a little bit before noon, and extensive damage is likely because of the nature of the earthquake and the fact that this has happened in a very crowded area. Yes, Niranjan, we have no full number on the fatalities and the damage in this earthquake. That's going to take some time. But we are seeing those pictures there of people piling through the rubble to see if there are people trapped inside. The national radio in Kathmandu has warned people not to be indoors. So they have warned people to stay outdoors because they are saying that more aftershocks are feared. On the left hand side we see pictures of a building collapse. I think those pictures, that is from Siliguri. That is the first picture that I am getting here of major damage in India, and that's somebody being rescued on the right-hand side from one of the trapped buildings in the heart of Kathmandu. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're joining us today, I'd like to tell you that this old Kathmandu area is a warren of tightly packed, narrow lanes with poorly constructed homes piled on top of each other. This earthquake was so deep, it was 80 kilometers, that's 49 miles deep, that's northwest of Kathmandu, and why we fear that the damage could be major in this area is also because the Kathmandu Valley is a very, very, very densely populated area. It has about 2.5 million people, and general assessment from experts, and we are getting some news reports, is that the quality of the buildings is often very, very poor. US Geological Survey has revised this magnitude of this survey from 7.5, then 7.7, we heard eventually 7.9. And the exact time of the earthquake is 11:56 a.m. local time. That's 11:41 a.m. Indian